So in the video today, I'm going to be going over how to skim an article and how to extract relevant information in sort of a quick and easy manner. The reason why this video is important is because we're all very busy. We don't have time to read entire articles. We just need to extract what's important. So how exactly do we go about this? Well, there are a few tips we should recognize, right? One, the moment an article its title has an argumentative tone, like the Electoral College is the absolute worst, we sort of know that an author will likely have some X number of reasons, right? So we should keep our eye out for where exactly they signal when those reasons begin. In this case, a really quick scroll of the article shows that every time the author introduces a new reason, he's going to sort of bold a section, right? So this can be really useful because we can see what information might be useful and what information might not be. So in this case, when we see a section title, what is the Electoral College and how does this work? Probably not going to be related to the argument. We don't really care too much. We already know about this. Let's look at the second section. The outcome of the presidential election is really just settled in a few swing states, right? This is where things get a little interesting. You can sort of see this might be important, right? So let's look at this section a little bit further. If I've sort of skipped a few steps here, but if we read this, right, essentially we see like a really interesting point the author is trying to make. He pretty much says that no matter what the margin is of a candidate in this paragraph, you essentially win by the same amount. So it doesn't matter if you win a state by 30% or 10%. That's going to be something really important that we can keep in mind for later if we want to do further research. If we read into this further, he also says something really interesting about how candidates ignore every non-competitive state, right? So right there and right then, within maybe 20 or 30 seconds, we've already determined two very important parts of this article. One, candidates ignore the majority of states, and two, it doesn't matter how much you win by, right? So we can sort of repeat this process with the sections. That seems unfair. We can read this. And then we can use this to really quickly develop argument level ideas, right? So in about 30 seconds, I was able to determine one, the potential argument that the Electoral College makes candidates skip out on the majority of states, and two, it makes it extremely inefficient in the sense that you don't need to win by much to win the state.